in there lies the problem. If you were consuming 20, 30, or even 50 grams of said protein from an isolate, then you're still only absorbing 15 grams total.
Question number 1 is from Sean Reuben Jones, my powerlifting client from Wales. This is per our DM conversation this morning. Actually, he has a review for us. He would like to say, just midway through your guys' latest podcast, heads up, I actually just found you and Rich and didn't start listening until now since I found you through Instagram. Really good, enjoying it, and there's some great information. I'll submit some questions for your next session. And actually, right after that, he submitted some questions on WhatsApp. So he would like to say, I've lost 13 stone in total with a ketogenic lifestyle, intermittent fasting, lots of cardio, and a calorie deficit every day. When I'd adapted my training to strength training, I'd started with a coach to help with programming, and he'd increased my carb to nearly 400 grams per day for powerlifting. Yeah, this guy squats like 500 pounds for reps, man. He is huge. He's an absolute beast. So he says, I've been powerlifting for a few years now, and while my numbers have shot through the roof, my weight has also crept up, and so I'm getting some nagging injuries. Colt is now doing my coaching starting September 2nd, and I don't think I'll have any issues hitting my macros for the most part, but I would like to supplement probably 30 to 40 grams of protein a day to be able to meet those protein requirements and make that a little easier. So can you recommend any cheat codes for getting protein other than the obvious just eat more food or supplement? You have any thoughts for him, Rich?
So, I mean, are we talking protein supplements?
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's I make a protein supplement. I'll give you the link to check that out. It's super low carb, 1.4 gram of carbs per 24 grams of protein in a serving. It's, in my opinion, one of the best in the UK. It's devoid of nasties. There's 9 ingredients. They're all natural. I am working on a full beef isolate version, but this isn't beef isolate currently. It's whey. It's an 18-20 mix of casein to whey, which means that your body is actually going to absorb more of the protein. The problem with isolate is that other than beef, when we look at isolate from whey proteins, they absorb at such a rate that they don't last in the body too long. So they absorb at a rate of around 10 grams per hour, but they only last in the body for around 1.5 hours. So in there lies the problem. If you were consuming 20, 30, or even 50 grams of said protein from an isolate, then you're still only absorbing 15 grams total. Mine, you'll absorb almost all of it because it's highly bioavailable. So I'll pop a link over to Colt and you can check that out. And I am based in South Wales also, so nice and close.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, man. Okay, and don't even waste your time looking for that link. I'll put it in the show notes, okay? So, yeah, I'm going to put a link to Rich's protein powder, and I want you to get it from him, man, because I'm getting the Feast right now, and he and I were talking about the Feast. It's awesome, dude. It's got desiccated blood in it. It's got desiccated liver in it. It's so good. But the shipping rates are just killing him, and so I'm like, okay, he lives in Wales. You live in Wales, and so, great. Now you have a really good source for it, man.